Hi, everybody. My name is Heather Vickery. Welcome to Brave in Action. This is my weekly live show where I come on and share just one new way that you can step out of fear and into bravery in your life, how you can come home to yourself, learn to belong to yourself first, to trust your own knowing and guidance and intuition in a way that helps you show up in the world with all of your true purpose and all of your magic and all of your gifts. And I have been really excited about this particular episode. Um, I have been planning this one for a while, and it came about. There's this there's this time and space, and I don't know if you all experience this as well, but there's this time and space early in the morning as you're just starting to wake up and come into yourself. And the thoughts they're kind of ethereal, right? They're fuzzy. Are they really thoughts? Are they dreams? Are they messages from the universe? I don't know. What are they? And you're questioning that, but in kind of this beautiful glimmer of hope and possibility sort of way. And a couple of weeks ago, I woke up thinking about all of the things that I have done that I never imagined possible. And it led me down this path. And it's funny because I really focused on something that kind of seems insignificant and silly in some ways, which was going to Paris. Um, when I was a young girl, I dreamed of going to Paris. I dreamed of walking those streets, and I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't actually really think I was ever going to get there. I grew up in Indianapolis, which is a fine little Midwest city. Problem with it right now is it's in Indiana, red state. We won't get into all of that. But, we were working class, middle class. We were fine. We never had food insecurity, or at least if we did, my parents didn't tell me about it. I didn't know about that. But what I didn't do is dream beyond limitations. I didn't know people who traveled internationally. Hell, I can remember being in high school the first time I was babysitting, and the client that I was working for, they were going to go skiing. And I didn't even know anybody who'd ever gone skiing. Like, it was so out of the norm for me. And somehow I dreamed of Paris, but I dreamed of it in a way that was like, well, that'll never happen. Right? How many of you have dreams that you just they're there, but you don't have any belief in them? And that's this topic, right? This topic is, do you actually believe in your dreams? So here I'm telling this very personal story, and we can talk about some clients. If you're here, say hi. I can see eyeballs. I know you guys are here. Tell me you're here. I always love to know who's with us. Um, that felt like a frilly, unattainable dream to me. And then fast forward to many, many years later, when my now partner took me to Paris. And I remember like walking the streets of this stunning city and thinking, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe this gets to be true for me. Oh, I feel very emotional about it. I know we're just talking about a trip overseas, and I have done a lot of traveling since then, and I love to travel. But when I think back on what I didn't think was possible for me, and there are so many things, and then I begin to achieve these things. This is the one that, as simple as it sounds, most calls to my heart because it's led to so many new dreams and bigger dreams. Um, I felt very connected to the city. I fell in love with Paris. I then, a few years later, took my own daughter to Paris to make one of her dreams come true. And as we were walking around on the very last day of our trip, I saw very clearly, we're having issues with the internet. I don't want to have issues with the internet. Are we back, you guys? Who's with us? I saw very clearly myself having a life in that city. I saw a home. I saw the surrounding areas. I saw the local coffee shop where I would walk in and people would know my name, and I would have a regular favorite thing that I would consume. And I saw myself working from this space. I saw um, hosting retreats and meeting with clients and being fluent in French. And like, these are not things that the small town Indiana girl dreamed of, right? This is dreaming beyond expectation. And then I thought, gosh, there are so many dreams that I have achieved that I didn't even know I wanted to dream about, that I didn't even know existed, that um, I hadn't even allowed myself to be aware of. So, are you out there with these secret, quiet, hidden dreams that you might be achieving without even awareness? And what would happen if you actually chose to believe in your dreams? And so this is so much of the work. I actually have a brand new, completely free mini course that I'm offering to all of you. It's called Dreamscaping. Go to vickeryandco.com/social and you can download this free mini course. It's like 15 minutes, super bite sized with a workbook. So it's a video and a workbook. Because I want you to dream beyond expectation. I want you to dream beyond limits like I have done. Because here's what I know for sure from my own lived experience and from every client that I have ever worked with. When you choose to believe in your dreams, to acknowledge them, to give them your energy and time and attention, and start to look for hope and possibility, this is when you are in control. This is when you're starting to come home to yourself, hear yourself, find your own inner knowing and your own intuition, and dream beyond previous measure. And I want that for you. So I hope you'll go and download that. I just created it because I really felt like I wanted something to give to all of you. This is an opportunity that says dream big. If you need that link again, just send me a DM that says dream big and I will send you the link to grab the free mini course. Today, I want to share with you some ways that you can begin to dream bigger and really lean into believing on your dreams. Oh, Melinda's here. Gosh, it's been a long time, Melinda. You've actually been on my mind. How are you, friend? It's nice to see you here. And I know you have big, beautiful dreams. It's been a long time. In order to create big, scary, masterful, seemingly impossible dreams, you have to first be clear on where you are and where you want to go. You can't get where you want to go if you don't know where it is, right? That's a really important thing. So, this work that I do directly with my clients, with you, is to help you figure out where you want to go. And then we can work on how to get there and also sort of surrendering. Remember that it's always a this or better, this or better, this or better, right? So that you're not tethering yourself to a very specific outcome, but instead a way of being and existing, right? And so first we want to figure out what those big dreams are and be honest about them and give them space to transform because they can shift. They can change. Maybe you wanted something very specific and then your life changed and you want something different and you've got to let go of something good to embrace something better. That happens a lot, right? But there is this really profound thing that happens when you believe that something is possible for you. And I want to help you believe in possibility and hope and be able to say, like I do, and like many of my clients do, I have achieved unrealistic dreams that I never imagined could be for me, but I chose to believe in them. And now look, here they are, right? Um, Through the Dreamscaping mini course that I mentioned, you get the opportunity to sort of dream beyond boundaries, go further than your wildest imagination has ever allowed you to go, and place your trust in limitless potential. But that limitless potential is you. You are the thing. You are the limitless potential. You have to like and trust yourself enough to dream big enough, to believe big enough in your own possibility. If I do nothing else but help you connect with your own inner knowing, find your own intuition, hear your own inner voice, and then take some inspired action towards it, I will have done something magical in the world. And I think we can do more than that, but that's where we start. And I'm super excited to support you in doing that. I would love to know, any of you who are actually here, or if you're watching the replay, if you want to leave comments, what are your biggest, craziest dreams? And do you really believe in them? And when I ask you that question, I want you to practice the brave method. I want you to really be intentional about it. I want you to, specifically the 3 R's in the brave method, reassess, reframe, resilience. What are your dreams? Is that really your dream? Is that really the thing you want? I was working with a client earlier this week, and we were talking a lot about money and income. And I said to them, why do you want the money? What's the money going to do for you? Because it's never about money. Money is great. I love money. I want to roll around in money just like the rest of you, but it's not about the money. It's not just about having the money and saying you have the money. It's what the money allows you to do and allows you to be. And we started to really dig in on that. Then those are the things we want to create. Who cares about how you get your dreams created? Whether you make a ton of money, or somebody gifts it to you, or it's a surprise, or this person that you met at this event that you didn't even want to go to opens up an opportunity. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. Focus on what you actually want to create for yourself. Be honest. It's often not the first thing we think of. And then you have to believe in that possibility. You have to believe with wild abandon that you can create this thing, that this thing is here for you to create, that you can bend time and space to make it exist, because you can. And listen, I can help you do that. Other people can help you do that. This is about learning what is best for you inside your body. This is what we do in the human design work. When I do custom human design readings, I have something super exciting that I'm going to announce in the next couple of weeks. And this is all that we're going to focus on, is getting to know your own intuition, your own inner voice, your own dreams and desires, and then confidently taking inspired action to make those things real. You can time travel. You can create. You can build anything, but you have to start with believing that you can. I believe that you can, and I'm curious if you do. Are you worth believing in? Are your dreams worth believing in? I hope you said yes. Or I hope if you didn't, you had a tiny tingle somewhere that said, maybe I'm curious. I want to know more. I would love to guide you all through a little engagement activity. I've not done this in the live show before, but I felt called to do it today. So hopefully you all will want to play along. And I'm going to guide you through a dream visualization, something to ignite your passion for dreaming and for believing. And so if you're in a space where you can close your eyes, I invite you to do that and just listen for a moment. First, let's shake it out a little bit. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. We're going to go in through our nose, hold it at the top, release with a sigh. One more in through the nose, hold it, release with a sigh. Put your hand over your heart. left hand first, then right hand, and repeat after me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I love you. Now, if you can close your eyes, I want you to imagine that you are in a space that has no light, complete and utter darkness. You can't see your hands, you can't see your feet, you can't see anything. And all of a sudden, there is this tiny pinpoint of light. And you go towards it. Your mind, your heart, your body, your soul goes towards that pinpoint of bright light, and it grows and grows and grows. It's almost like you're on an airplane and it's in the middle of the night and you're flying across country, across the world. Okay? You're flying into the daylight. You're flying into existence, into light, into possibility and hope. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the next thing you know, you are immersed in the most gorgeous, golden, white light. You can feel it. It starts at the top of your head and it goes down into your face, this white light. You start to glow from the inside into your neck and your shoulders, down your arms, your fingertips, your chest. The white light is growing and growing and growing into your torso and into your hips and your thighs and your knees. And you are glowing. You are glowing. You are becoming part of this bright light. You can almost see yourself. Can you put your hands in front of you and you see them glowing down your legs, into your feet, into your toes, and that light inside of you and around you goes into the ground, into the earth, and you are rooted into the earth in light and possibility and hope, and you begin to grow roots like a tree to connect you to anything and everything that you have ever desired for yourself. And I want you to breathe in that light and see yourself, see your toes glowing, see your solar plexus glowing, your heart glowing, and you're standing among it. And all of a sudden, your hands come together and you look down and there's a little crystal ball. And you pick it up and you're so curious. What's in this little crystal ball? What can I see when I look into this little crystal ball? And look inside and discover what is hidden there for you. And how does it make you feel when you see it? Does it make you feel emotional or steady? Does it make you feel confident? Does it make you feel hopeful? Does it bring tears? Does it bring fear? What emotions are you experiencing when you look in your crystal ball and see what your own inner knowing and intuition is showing you? And breathe it in and believe in it, because it's for you. It's yours. It came from you. Goodness, what magic. And I want you to gently put it down. Just right next to you. It's right there. You can feel it radiating. And then if you have an opportunity, I didn't prep you for this. It's kind of all coming intuitively. I didn't prep myself for this either, but to journal or to write down, or when we're done here, to journal and write down, what did you see and how did it make you feel? And what can you do to begin to create this existence, this thing that you saw that came from you, that is yours, filled with hope and light and possibility? What can you do to create it, to start? Just one little tiny inspired action. And then you can create some sort of beautiful vision board from it, whether you are an artist and you want to draw or paint, you want to use words, you want to pull pictures from the internet, you want to make something on Canva, you want to cut out magazine issues. It could be anything. Maybe it's shapes, maybe it's colors, maybe it's music. But put your dream into something visual that you can see, that will remind you of what you're working on, of what you can create. And remember that you can go back to that space of knowing and to that crystal ball anytime you want and check in. Is this the thing? Is something else the thing? What is it? What is it for you? Do you know what I would love? I would love for you to come into my DMs or send me an email and tell me what you saw and tell me how it made you feel. Because we have to believe in ourselves. We have to hear our own voice and like the voice we hear and trust ourselves enough to actually believe in our dreams in order to create them. And that can start today, can start right now for you. I hope that you choose for that to be true. I want to remind you that your dreams are not just wishes, they're blueprints for the future. Please keep believing, keep dreaming. You are the one that can create the magic and watch that magic unfold in your life. I feel so inspired. There's such a beautiful spark of possibility and hope in all of this. And I love when downloads just show up for me in these really magical ways that I don't know. This is just what the universe told me you all needed today. And maybe I needed it too, because I saw something in my crystal ball. And I feel very emotional about it. I will tell you, if we're talking about believing in our dreams, I have been slightly emotional all week and slightly emotional all day in such a positive way. The voice in my head all morning has been, you are coming back to yourself. You feel more yourself. So the message here is, yeah, I do this work and I do the same thing I'm asking you to do all the time, every day. I ride the highs and I ride the lows and I climb the mountains and I show up and then I change my mind, and some days feel low and some days feel hard and some days feel hopeful, but I have a blueprint and I know how to listen to myself and I know how to trust my intuition and I know how to be guided by that. And today my voice, my intuition, my inside said, you're more you than you've been in a really long time. And it filled me with possibility. And I hope that for you. Super excited. Super excited for all of you. Super, super excited to share the Dreamscaping mini course, which is free, and this new thing that is so easy and bite-sized and fun with all of you. Just one little quick reminder that we do still have some spots open for the incubator. The cohort starts in October. Remember, I pushed that back because my intuition said, I'm not ready, and I don't think anybody else is ready. So we shifted that. If you're curious about the incubator, again, send me a message, send me a DM. Let's talk about that and how that can maybe support you if it's for you. But that's okay, because there are other things. If that's not it for you, there are other ways, there are other things. If you love the work that I'm doing, if you feel moved, if you're inspired, if you're touched, there's a really great way for you to say thanks, and that is to send me a tip, buy me a cup of coffee. If you go to vickeryandco.com/say thanks, whatever amount you feel you want to contribute to the work and the effort, just let me know that you are here and you are cheering me on and you support and you are connected by it, I would be so grateful. And when you do that, I'm going to thank you because that's the way we roll. I'm going to thank you here on the live show and in the newsletter and all sorts of fun stuff. But mostly, I want to know, are you starting to believe in your dreams? Are you starting to dream bigger than you allowed yourself to dream before? And if there's anything I can do to help you do that, oh my goodness, I am in, because I am undoubtedly your biggest fan. I love to watch you win. I love to watch you win. I want to celebrate with you. I want to honor all of your inspired action. So please let me know what's going on. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to pull a Create Brave card. I almost forgot. And I know we have watchers, listeners, fans every week that are like, you didn't do a Create Brave card, when I forget them. So let me pull one. The Create Brave cards are a deck of manifestation cards that I co-created with my friend, Rachel Swanson. And they are beautiful. She did all of the artwork and they're gorgeous. And they are just here to help you guide and source your next step, whatever that looks like, whatever that's going to be. So I always shuffle cards, whether they're tarot cards, affirmation cards, manifestation cards, until the universe says, this is the card for you. And if you've been around for a while, you know that that damn card is always the right one for this live show. Every time I'm like, what the hell? What? How did you know? How did you know? And it's always right. So let's just see. It hasn't come up yet. The right card. Oh, it fell. You guys know it does that a lot, right? Here it is. Honesty. Honesty is the card that we just got, y'all. And I think I've been pretty honest with you today. And I think that the call to action is to be honest with yourself. The card says, I commit to speaking truth to myself and others. And I'm going to read from the guidebook. EFGH. Gotta find it. Honesty. I'll hold it up for you. Honesty builds a truthful and authentic life. Honesty gives you freedom. This is the time to speak your truth. Doing so is powerful and fulfilling. Speaking your truth can sometimes feel like it will be harsh for others, but remember that you can be kind and honest at the same time. Sometimes saying no is the most honest and helpful thing that you can do. An honest no is simple and clear. Standing in your own truth and honest life is a very brave thing, which is why not everyone does it. Gather that courage and know your authentic life is waiting. You are the only one who can be you. Ooh, and then there's a Create Brave prompt that you can connect with if you'd like to play with this card. Honesty. Honesty starts within us. This is a situation that is causing, or what is a situation that is causing discomfort? Look at the situation as an objective outsider. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you being honest with others? What additional truths do you see when you look from this perspective? And let's apply it to dreaming. Let's apply it to believing in your dreams. How honest are you being? Are you being honest enough? You really believe in those dreams? Or is there some self-limiting belief somewhere that is doubtful that you can create? If there's something inside of you that is telling you that dream can't exist, you're in your own way. How can we shift that? How can we go from, oh, that would be nice, but to creating? I believe in you. I adore you. I am your fan. Again, I love to watch you win. It is such a joy and a treat to watch you win. Thank you for being here. I will be back next week at 11 a.m. Central for a brand new episode of Brave in Action. We have a lot of really cool topics coming up for Brave in Action. I've been lit up with ideas for this weekly live show. So I will see you then. In the meantime, let's connect on all the socials and all the ways Tell me what you're dreaming of. Tell me how you're winning. Celebrate your successes with me. What are your learning opportunities? What are your growth opportunities? I want to hear it all. Thank you so much. My name is Heather Vickery. I'm a transformational success coach here to help you learn to like and trust yourself enough. Know your own self, your own worth, build up your confidence so that you can have a life that you are madly in love with. Until next time, I'm here to remind you to choose bravely, and I'll talk to you soon. All right? Bye now.